can you tell me how long Jason's tests are going to take?
It could be a few hours. We want to get detailed scans, which is why we ordered another MRI.
Do you even have any idea what you're looking for?
There was no sign of intracranial bleeding from the collision. But what happened is...
We saw it. Jason might have had this seizure because you decided to visit the inside of his head when you had no business being there.
Don't move.
Easy.
I'm sorry.
It's just me.
I didn't mean to scare you.
I didn't realize you stayed.
I wanted to make sure you and Josh were okay.
Thanks for the concern. I just don't think Jax is going to be coming back.
You look tired. You couldn't sleep?
Dane here?
Not yet.
Well, I guess that works in your favor. You gotta get me out of here. All right. Before she turns this into a huge lawsuit.
You're seriously threatening to sue me?
False arrest, abuse of power. I don't know what else you can come up.
Your whole freaking life is an abuse of power.
I hit my son. I'm not proud of it. It's not a crime.
Actually, it is when the son you hit is a cop who's in the process of arresting you.
Save yourself a lot of trouble. Get me out of here.
You're not going anywhere, Sonny. Maybe not for a real long time.
I think you're violating my rights by questioning me in my cell, so if you want to, ask me anything, take me to the interrogation room. Otherwise, leave me alone.
What's the matter, Sonny? You don't want me seeing you caged up?
I didn't want this. Look, I didn't want this to happen. I expected better.
You expected me to look the other way?
No, detective. If you want to do this by the book, then I'm not saying anything until my attorney's present.
Sonny, there's not a thing Diane will be able to do for you this time. Your only hope here is to cooperate. So why don't you just tell me what you did to Jax's plane?
The plane took off like you wanted. Why don't you explain to me how a cop just lets a kidnapper go free?
There was no kidnapping, Sonny. Jocelyn was returned to Carly. She didn't file any charges. It was a miscommunication between her and the nanny.
Case closed. Just get me out of here.
You either sabotage Jax's plane or you order someone else to do it.
How long are you going to stand there and repeat yourself? What are you trying to prove? It's over. Jax left.
Well, he didn't get very far, Sonny. His plane took a nosedive right into the harbor.
Jax knows he took it too far. I mean, that's why he let you bring Jocelyn back to me.
Yeah. I think I'm going to stay close just in case, Jax talked himself into taking Jocelyn once. He can try it again.
I'm not going to argue with you. You've been right way too many times. I wouldn't have my daughter if it weren't for you.
You're welcome.
We're saying he's supposed to be here by now.
What? Go ahead. I'll watch Joss. I know you want to check on Jason. Well, you don't think I could look after Jocelyn on my own until Mercedes gets here?
I bet there's a lot of things you can do that I don't know about.
Any word on why Jason collapsed last night?
I finally got through to Sam, and she said they're running tons of tests. And for Jason, that's worse than any seizure.
Oh, I feel for him. No fun being poked and prodded like a lab rat.
It's my fault, I'm the one that dragged him out into that storm.
Now, come on, now. You were worried about your baby girl. It turns out you had good reason.
I was just freaked out, and I just reacted.
None of us should know what we'll do when it comes to a child unless we're faced with that situation. Look, you go. I'm going to make some coffee.
That coffee machine's really tricky.
I have a science degree, remember? Look, I'll figure it out. You get to the hospital. I'm sure you want to personally insist the doctors do all they can to help Jason.
Jason's my best friend.
Well, he's more than that. Or was.
Wow. You don't miss much, do you?
Sure don't. Like that lump in the rug. I put my shoes on it so no one would trip. Sorry. Something else I noticed.
I got it. Thank you.
You know, only one reason a woman like you would be in such a hurry.
Jason's my friend, and I just want to be there for him.
Well, Jason Morgan was a hell of a lot more than just your friend once. I'm just saying.
Do you have actual proof that Patrick screwed up, or are you just taking cheap shots at your brother?
The biopsy...
I apologize, Sam. This is inexcusable.
You don't need to apologize
And you're
for
leaving.
me. I'm just answering
Now.
Sam's question.
Get out.
If you'd like to speak with me
No,
further
actually,
about this...
I'm going to talk right now. This is not a competition between two brothers. I love Jason. Now I want both of you to get the hell out until you have actual facts to tell me.
Hey, easy, would you? Right? I just had this
Sam
thing
is scared.
pressed.
You need to
Patients
respect
like it
that.
when I look
Listen
nice.
to me. You don't go in there and announce that it's my fault that her fiance's
You
convulsing
are
on the floor.
lucky. The only thing Jason had was a seizure, okay? The biopsy was a
Jason Morgan
very bad
is
idea.
my patient. You don't get to tell me how to deal with him.
Hey,
Wait, what do you mean deal with him? What
Drake,
plan did
Dr.
you have?
Hatter, I
Did
think
you want him to turn
boys
into a piece of
need a
property?
timeout.
Really? Now you're treating us like we're 5 years old?
You're acting like it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You admitted to tampering with Jackson's
Why would I
plan.
do that?
Arrogance.
Yeah?
You've been getting away with murder so long, you literally think that you can't get caught. But you bragged to me that Jax wasn't going anywhere.
No, what I meant was he wasn't going to leave without his daughter, but if you want to sell that to the courts as some kind of confession, knock yourself out.
I can put you on Jax's plane.
Well, that would be my word against yours.
Sonny, we haven't even begun the canvass for witnesses. Someone else saw you that night. A maintenance crew member or someone on another.
If they did, I was trying to get Carly's child back, and I didn't want Jax to fly her out of the country.
You were trying to get revenge on Jax. You were blaming him for Brenda leaving you. You know, that in itself, Sonny, proves you're just out of touch with reality. Maybe a diminished capacity plea, that's the way to go for you. I mean, you are a manic depressive. Clearly you're off your
Okay,
face.
you want to stop right there before you dishonor yourself more than you already have.
What is this, my father talking to me right now? Gangster with a heart of gold? Who would do anything for his kids?
Oh, see, here's the thing. You don't care whether I'm innocent or guilty. All you care about is that I'm not the father you wanted me to be.
You're not the victim here, Sonny. That would be Jax. And you better pray we find him alive, because the minute that plane went into the harbor, he went from assaulting a police officer to murder charges.
Ms. Manavoy stayed in the spa from 2 p.m. until 9 p.m. No, wait a minute, from 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. The male friend, her husband, accuses her of having relationships with.
Where's Jason?
He's still having tests. There's no reason really for you to be here.
I want to be here. Oh, it's taking hours.
Yeah, well, it's an MRI and a bunch of other scans. You can go and ask Patrick if you want.
I still can't believe he just collapsed.
Yeah, I know. Imagine how I felt when I walked in here and he was on the floor.
Maybe he just got up too fast.
Jason's been running around doing things that he shouldn't be doing. He can't wait to get out of this hospital.
You know, I think I'm going to go buy him some travel books to occupy his time. It's the only thing he really likes to read.
Yeah, I'm engaged to him. I'm aware of what he likes to read.
I'm just trying to help Sam.
You want to help, Carly? Go home. Go hug your daughter. She's safe. It's the only good thing that came out of this.
You know, when Jocelyn was recovering from her kidney transplant, I forced myself to go for walks. If you want to get a cup of coffee...
I'm not leaving.
Call 5012.
Jason's not here. The test could take hours.
Go, Carly, please. Go home. Jason's gonna get through this. He always does.
Interesting place for a conference.
Yeah, well, the way you two are acting, you need all the privacy you can get.
Isn't this a little disrespectful?
This coming from someone who was eating a sandwich in front of his comatose patient?
Really? You're just eating a sandwich
Yeah,
over the guy?
I was just eating a sandwich. Yeah. You got a problem with that?
Hey.
Hey, sorry I pulled you away.
It's okay. I'm either doing paperwork or working in the lab at this point. What's up?
A typical schoolyard fight. Name-calling, posturing. Only thing missing was a bloody nose.
And this guy's lucky. I wouldn't want to dirty up that nice, clean lab coat
So
of
you're
yours.
just eating a sandwich over the guy,
Look,
right?
I
That's
realize
kinda-
a little trash talking between doctors and brothers is to be expected, but in front of a patient's fiance?
Sam?
Yeah, she heard everything. Doesn't exactly instill a whole lot of confidence in our ability.
Thank you. I'll take it from here. You know, it's annoying enough for me to have to deal with the bickering between the two of you, but to do it in front of a patient's fiance, family for that matter, is just unacceptable.
Aren't you a little
Period.
biased here, Chief? You did okay a procedure based on your feelings for the
stop
surgeon.
sulking
I
like
am
a
not
kid.
sulking.
You're not sulking.
No, the only reason you're so upset is because Jason had a seizure based on your unnecessary upset.
Shut up, both of you. We're going to sit down like doctors and like adults and discuss the best possible procedure for Jason. All right?
Can we just do it away from the dead body? Because I just ate. I'd like to keep lunch in my stomach.
Dr.
Oh, God,
Oh, yeah, it's like walking the dog.
So much for acting like adults.
Hey, Chief said get comfortable.
I did. He's right.
Oh, and Chief's actually saying I'm right about something.
Where
First
you
time for everything.
I want to check on Jason.
Where was all that concern when you're digging around the guy's head with a nut pick?
You want to undercut my patience? Why don't you go grab one of those nasal polyps that are on my chart?
Oh my gosh, seriously? Why don't you start talking to me like a doctor, okay? Because I'm your fellow doctor, not your kid brother.
Stop
we are
acting
here
like
at
a
work.
kid.
We're going to focus now, okay? We're going to talk about Jason because if we don't act fast, he doesn't like hospitals. He will take off and he will take his own chances.
Fine. I think we should focus on the hidden damages from the MVA. There's a possible...
How about worms?
Worms. Why don't you try being serious for once?
I am being very serious right now. Neurocysticercosis, leading cause of seizures in third world countries. Caused by...
Worms.
Yes, ding, 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 ding.
Well, this is Port Charles. This isn't a third world country where there's free-ranging pigs everywhere.
Well, last I heard, the Corinthos mob is smuggling things out of South America and the Caribbean. Who the hell knows what they do, where they're keeping their contraband?
Pigs?
Maybe.
I think it's worth it to run the pathology, at least to rule anything out.
Good to know that you're keeping an open mind, Chief. I will run the labs.
You're right, your brother is less mature than a 5-year-old. He was acting like that in front of Sam?
He is hell-bent on proving that he is just as good as me. He just doesn't realize how callous he sounds sometimes.
Are you sticking up for your brother?
Look, he's an ass. He just doesn't mean to be as rude as he is. But he is right about one thing. I used you to okay Jason's biopsy.
Well, I guess I'm glad that you're admitting that.
Every once in a while, when a guy makes a mistake, you have to own up to it. Or it comes back to bite him in the ass.
Unless you have keys jangling to unlock this door, leave.
I'm not that easy to stand on my way.